This is LonelyRS, my maxed Iron Man. I maxed this account nearly 4 years ago and hunted tons of boss items along the way. But since then, things have changed. The collection log exists, and so does tons of new content that this account hasn't even touched yet. The goal is simple. I want to complete the entirety of old school RuneScape. This means filling in as many slots on the collection log as I can, as well as doing tons of content that most people don't even think about. Welcome to Iron Completionist. I've been AFKing woodcutting. Now, I've mentioned that in the past, and I even fully finished the forestry log a little while ago, but that's since been updated. I haven't been doing as much woodcutting as before, though we're at nearly 48 million with no beaver pet yet, so I think it's probably time to head back and do a little more forestry since there are a lot of new sections in here. In fact, there's 11 slots that I don't have yet. I don't know how hard it is to get things like the fox whistle and golden pheasant egg, and they're kind of useless since I don't have the beaver pet yet, but I would like to get them, and I would like to get the beaver pet. Only problem is it's been kind of a while since this stuff has actually come out, so I'm sort of just hoping that there's still actually activity on the forestry world, and it looks like based on the world population on this one, there probably is. I'm gonna see if there's like a CC for it or something as well. I'm sure there is, it'll probably help. All right, so I'm pretty sure I actually have to buy some of this new stuff, like smoker fuel, I think, maybe like an egg cushion. There's some things I have to buy before I can even participate in some of these events. So I think first things first, I'm just gonna go ahead and get myself some anima-infused bark to be able to even, you know, buy these things, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot to learn about this now. Time to figure some of this out. I think I need to buy this trap disarmor blueprint. Buy one of these. Do I have that? I'm just gonna chop 15 willow logs. Hang on. All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna buy a trap disarmor. I would also like to buy an egg cushion. I need maple logs for that, though. Dude, there's so many events spawn here. It's actually ridiculous. Now, unfortunately, these items, I guess I'm gonna have to buy a lot of because I need to use them to make other items, so let me figure out how to do that. I'm still trying to figure all this out, but apparently I think I like need to have this padded spoon to get the pheasant egg thing, and I'm pretty sure I need to have one of these trap disarmors, which I'm buying a bronze wire for right now, to get the fox. I could be wrong. This is just kind of a lot of information that they throw at you at once with this new change. I'm not really sure why they don't really kind of walk you through it a little better. I'm blind. Is there not bronze wire in the shop anymore? I think I just have to make it over here. I think that was the move. Guessing I'm gonna have to buy more of these as we go, but I'll figure that out. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. You know, I can open my bank a million times and I still always crack a huge smile on my face whenever I see my Ellie. So imagine how good it feels to walk into my living room and see the same thing reminding me of my achievement. Thanks to Creator Crafted for allowing that to happen. Creator Crafted offers officially licensed OSRS inspired goods that are super high quality and can really help liven up your gaming space. There's tons of cool LED signs to choose from if you want one more useful than an Ellie, since shields are kind of dead content in OSRS, including some that are limited edition and pre-release. So if you haven't checked the site in a minute, I'd really strongly encourage you to do it. And I'm sure you guys have heard of two-time Golden Gnome winner Witchcrafty and her plushies. Well, guess where you can find them? That's right, Creator Crafted has plushies now, so make sure you guys get yours in on pre-order before they sell out because it's gonna happen fast. There's also other cool stuff up there like full desk mouse pads and other stuff that you guys should totally check out. These guys are super fantastic to work with and give me a very generous cut of any purchases made through my links, so make sure you check them out down below and use code LowSoul10 for 10% off your purchase. Now, let's get back to RuneScape. Oh shit, that was easy. Petal Garland on my first ritual event. I don't know if this is rare or does anything, but there's our first collection log slot. I'll take that. I got really panicky at the start of this event. I thought I was going to use one charge of the trap disarmor per trap, but I guess it's just one for the entire event, so 10 spoons and 10 trap disarmors will last me 10 events each. That makes more sense, though that's still pretty bad, to be 100% honest. I feel like I'm going to be spending almost as many anima-infused bark, whatever the heck it's called. I think I'm going to be spending almost as much of that as I'm getting for doing these events, but maybe you get more of them when you have these in your inventory or something. Okay, yeah, you definitely get more of these when you have the trap disarmors, because I got 128 that time. The first time I got like 30. Hey, there we go. Got these sturdy beehive parts after just one bee random as well. These parts must be common, just like I'm assuming the petal garland must also be pretty common. The other stuff, I don't know. The pet recolors would make sense if they're kind of rare, but I guess I'll stay here for the rest of this event. I don't even think it's done yet. But yeah, all right. Pretty cool. Oh, something just spawned while I was in the shop. What spawned? All right, I'll do this first. So after this event, I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself a few more of the things for the padded spoons and a few more of the things for the trap disarmors, just so I don't have to keep worrying about coming back here constantly. I'll probably get like 40 or 50 of each or something. Like the stackable ones, not 40, 50 each, like buying from the shop. I don't have that much bark. And then I should be set for a little while at least. Okay, I just finished an event, and there's still this pheasant egg in my inventory, and I'm not gonna lie, for a split second, I thought I got the collection log thing, but I think it just glitched, so I guess I just have a pheasant egg now. We can pretend this is the golden one. So I haven't been doing this for very long at all, but I think that I can actually just make the outfit pieces right now, and that's just gonna be 4 log slots, and that took almost no time at all. I don't think the outfit does anything besides apparently just look absolutely fucking god-awful, except for the cloak. I kind of like the cloak. Everything else, pretty god-awful. Cool, that's done. Can I store this in here? Okay, I guess that's just bank space for now then. It might be storable in the POH, I'll check later. And then I think all the excess tail feathers I have at this point, I can just turn in for bark. I have no idea what the Twitcher's gloves are. I'll have to look in a second. I must have missed those in the shop, but I guess at this point I stay for the cape pouch and the felling axe handle. And then if I don't have the pheasant egg and fox whistle by then, I might do some more events, or I'll just come back another time for them. As of now, I either don't know the rates or they're just not easy to find on the wiki, so I'd prefer to know the rates before I grind for items that could potentially be extremely rare. No way! Yo! We got the golden pheasant egg! Maybe it's not super rare. Yo, let's go! I mean, that's sick. I really want the fox one, to be honest. But either way, it kind of doesn't matter since I don't even have the beaver pet yet. But still, golden pheasant egg. That means I don't even have to really worry about this one anymore. I just have to focus more on the fox ones other than anything. But technically, this is done passively because I just got it on the way to getting the felling axe handle and all the other stuff. So that's pretty freaking nice, man. I don't understand why I'm disarming the traps that these poachers lay for this event instead of just killing them. Like, if someone was trying to poach a fox in front of me, instead of disarming the trap, I would just shoot them. Alright, I think it's clip time. First of all, I'm going to go to the shop here and sell off these extra feathers. I did sell off some already, and it's apparently an incredibly inconvenient process because you have to click it like this every time for some reason. I don't know why. However, I can now buy a few things. First of all, the Twitcher's gloves, which I need to get some willow logs for, actually. Okay, it's also be a good time to note, if you look at my inventory, I got a pretty good amount of bird eggs from doing this, from the Ent event. So I guess in the future, I'll touch on this in a minute, but in the future, I'll probably do more of this when I go to like hard camp, the evil chicken stuff. Now I should be able to buy these Twitcher's glove. There we go. That's a slot. And apparently if you go into the settings on these things, you can actually change it to get like a preferred chance of a particular nest type. So I could set this to egg nests, and if I have them on, it'll now prefer to get egg nests. The problem is, as you see, it has 250 charges, and I'm pretty sure this goes down like, yeah, every single log that you chop, this goes down. So that's already 3 charges used right there. This is where I'm going to use all my extra anima infused bark in the future, most likely, when I'm hunting the fox recolor. But for now, I just need the one for the log, so not a big deal. And also, you know, these are going to be used, like I said, when I'm going for the evil chicken outfit, I'm going to be doing a lot of other events as well. So my downtime will probably just be chopping trees while I wait for Ent events to get called to get the eggs in here, so, or the bird's nest in here. So whatever, it's fine. The other 2 things that I need are, I believe, the cape pouch. Go ahead and buy that. Honestly, hold up, there's a fox event. Look, man, I will not skip a fox event that's happening 2 feet away from me, okay? Like, I might as well do it. It's right here. I'm pretty sure that all the cape pouch allows you to do is fairly obviously store your cape inside of the forestry basket. Although I'm pretty sure it doesn't give you the effects unless you wear it, and I always wear my max cape anyway, which also has the effect. So to me, this is somewhat useless, but still a log slot. All right, well, unfortunately, nothing from that event, but you know, back to the point. The last thing I need to buy is the felling axe handle, which I need to go get oak logs. I swear to God, dude. I'm just gonna keep all my noted logs with me whenever I need to buy something from here, because I will never remember. Conveniently for me, though, I was paying attention ahead of time and noticed I would need these, so I chopped them while I was waiting for events to be called. Don't know where I'm running, but let's chop wood cuttings on the brain. I don't know. Felling axe handle. Boom. Amazing. So if we go to the collection log, which is, I know they say forestry is not a mini game, but it's basically a mini game. I have everything now except for the fox whistle, which I'll probably come back for at some point. I'll just go for that while I'm getting god eggs in the future. So not quite green logs, but still obtained a good handful of new slots there. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll move on to something else. Oh, as for the felling axe handle, I honestly don't see myself legitimately using this because it's 100k. That's actually hilarious. I don't see myself ever legitimately using this for a couple of reasons. The main one being that usually when I'm woodcutting, I'm using an infernal axe anyway, which more or less does the same thing. And I have to use leaves and make these forestry rations and stuff for this. It's just kind of a headache when I can just use any of my 20 extra dragon axes to charge the infernal axe. So, doesn't really feel that useful to me, but feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm just incredibly wrong. You know, I keep telling you guys, I'm doing a lot of wood cutting. I just passed 50 million woodcutting XP today. We still don't have a beaver. I actually don't know what the XP, you know, like expectation is of when you're supposed to get it. I'm pretty sure that I should have had one by now though. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I should have had one by now. The redwoods are pretty AFK, so it's not like that at the end of the world, but you know, okay, give me the stupid beaver. Last video, I managed to finally finish off a Vandelinde ring. And I was taking a look at the name and it really made me think, all right, fine. It's time we finally go back to the Phantom Muspa and get the Vandelinde bow. I have 1,000 kills with this boss with only 3 Vandelinde shards on a 1 in 100 drop rate. Now, putting aside the fact that is abhorrently unlucky, I really want to get 2 more Vandelinde shards to get the bow because it's going to be really, really useful for AFKing Slayer when I want to go for an Imbued Heart. And I really want to start grinding out an Imbued Heart because I feel like it'll give me good motivation to actually go and grind out a Tunic and Shadow. So let's take my very ugly setup since I'm still missing a Masori mask and head back to the Muspa. See if we can get anything here. 75 is my max hit now, apparently. I don't know what it was before, but 70, I feel like it was like a 73 or something. I think I gained a max hit or 2 from this. That's pretty crazy. Yo, nice, nice. I'm picking that up immediately. Horrible kill, but 10-10 KC. Get ourselves the first of our 2 remaining Vandelinde shards, dude. Fuck yeah. Only 1 remains. Oh, now I'm really hyped. Now I'm really motivated, man. When you know you're like super close to like the end of a grind like that, now I'm motivated. Yo, there it is. Oh my god, I'm so glad I came back to this. There's only 31 kills since I came back. It's absolutely fantastic. Now I even have time to take a nap. God, is this what it's like to get old? I'm just like actually excited that I have time to take a nap. All right, me facing the crippling reality of my creeping age aside, let's go ahead and find my other Vandelinde shards in the bank. Bam, boom, pow. I would very much like to combine them into a Vandelinde bow, and there we go. That is a Vandelinde bow. I have to charge this? How do I charge this thing? I have 800,000 ancient essence, by the way. So, you know what, just go ahead and put 50k in that bad boy. And that actually looks sick. I mean, like, dude, the helmet makes me look so stupid. Okay, so does being bald. No offense to any bald people out there. I have to go get a Masori mask. I really do. I'm a little more motivated to do that now, I guess. But that's the Vandelinde bow. Gorgeous, man. It looks so cool. It really does. Let me just show you guys why this thing is so good. We go to Abbey Demons, right? I just start attacking these Abbey Demons. I turn on Auto Retaliate and just watch this thing go. Look at this damage. Like, it might not seem like that crazy, but look at this, it's bouncing, it's hitting a bunch of them, and then eventually they should teleport me close enough, or another one will walk close enough, where the arrow should bounce to a new Abbey Demon. And even if it doesn't, generally speaking, I'm not going to have to click nearly as much with this as I will with other stuff. Abbey Demons are also like a pretty low populated monster, especially with where I'm standing, to be honest. But a lot of the other stuff in the catacombs is pretty tightly packed. Like, you can see how close these yellow dots are in proximity, and you can also see that it's doing exactly what I'm talking about and tagging other Abbey Demons without me having to even click them. It's super AFK. Plus, I have an absolute ton of amethyst arrows that I can use, and worst case, I'm pretty sure I have like literally a million rune arrows that I could also probably use. And I could just use AFK amethyst mining as another downtime activity, since I'm pretty sure that I'm missing the mining pet still. This is why I wanted this so badly. This is going to be just disgusting Slayer training, or, you know, not really training, but more so boosting to try and get better tasks, etc., and just Slayer in general. Plus, supposedly, it's really good at the Whisperer. I've also heard some whisperings that this is pretty good at Grotesque Guardians, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. This is still just a really cool item to have. It's a unique item. I really like it, even though it's technically not a new log slot. Who cares, man? It's cool. But I'm not on an Abbey Demon Slayer task, so let's get the heck out of here. And you guys might be wondering, all right, that grind is pretty quick, so what are you gonna do next? I am really, really feeling some endgame, which is abnormal, so I'm definitely gonna take advantage of it. And I want to grind Nex. That came out wrong. Not like the way that, I mean, I want to grind Nex as in I want to get an item from Nex, like a new item. And pretty recently I stumbled upon this Nex FFA CC, which, as you can see by the people advertising down here, seems like they do like 3 to 5 man teams pretty regularly. So I'm hoping I can just somewhat regularly find teams, which has kind of been the biggest struggle with Nex for me. When my friends aren't online, I just couldn't do it. Hopefully I can find some regular teams with this. I'm not really sure. We'll see, I guess. So one of those things that's important to remember when I'm doing something like Nex is that KC, even though it's sort of interesting, is not insanely relevant. The main thing we're going to be looking at is Nihil shards. The expected drop rate is 1 in 350, and as you can see, I only have 2 drops with 2,500 shards. We're pretty dry here, as a lot of you guys already know. This is the main thing that you use to kind of track your dryness or luckiness, or however you want to refer to that. Start 45 Nihil shards. I'm not really sure what exactly to record here, but that's 1200 KC and some Nihil shards, so yeah, that's something, I guess. Ooh, back-to-back Nihil shards, and back-to-back my MVP. I'm probably gonna forget I said this in like 5 minutes, but I should really come up with some kind of bank activity to do. There's still a lot of downtime where I'm just kind of sitting around here, staring at the chat, looking for a team that's like adequate for me to join. There's still quite a lot of downtime with Nex. Awesome. That one was entirely my fault, so I can't really be that mad, but time to go spend an hour getting kill count. Woo! Think fuck, I was out of food. 300 Dragon Bolts. God damn. No! On my MVP, someone just snipes a Nihil horn. Sorry, that was a super fucking whiny reaction. This is why I don't do Nex, man. I feel like I just get really bitchy. Like, really bitchy here. At least I saw a drop. You know what? I saw a drop. That's good. That's a start. That's the thing with Nex. You're gonna see other people get drops. They're gonna snipe your MVP sometimes. Alright. Move on. Back to back? Oh, you troll motherfucker. I saw Nihil. I thought it was back-to-back there. Oh, Nex. Alright, I think I just have to shift mentalities for this boss. That's gonna take it's gonna take a few days to do that. Getting a lot of these MVPs, that's a good one too, to be honest. Onyx Bolts is always nice. Getting a lot of these MVPs, which is actually really good. It's like things like sometimes not everyone on the team has an Infernal Cape, or, you know, just little shit I picked up from doing duos, which might be kind of selfish, admittedly. I'm pretty dry. I feel like I'm allowed to be a little selfish here. Take some more Nihil shards, though. As selfish as it sounds, sometimes in these free-for-alls I end up in groups with, these guys are both fine, they're not doing anything wrong, but I just have a little bit more defense bonus than them, so the boss almost never targets me in the last phase, which means I don't have to spam click bruise, and means I get way more DPS. Ooh, look at that loot! 40 Onyx Bolts, 200 Dragon Bolts, that's fantastic, a 600k Nex kill. That one, that one's on me. Good start. 211 Dragon Bolts, that's something. I don't know what to record here, man. One of those things you have to realize about Nex too in teams like trios and duos, which is mostly what I'm doing, is that on top of the kills being fairly slow, like 6 minutes is a pretty decent kill time for a trio, especially in like a free-for-all CC. You have to add about 1.5 minutes to that because of how long it takes the boss to spawn every time you come back in the room since you do 1-kill trips. You kidding me? Oh my god. Grats. Yeah. Cool. Torah plate legs on my MVP. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, this is gonna come off like horribly in a video, I'm sure, but like something about this place just, it just pisses me off. I think everyone's got like that one boss in the game that it just frustrates the hell out of you. And like Nex, like doing the boss, I actually don't hate that much. But I think it's like forced group content where I see other people get the items I need in front of me. It just feels like the T-bow grind all over again. I think that's why it's frustrating for me. Also, I think part of it too is the fact that this is an FFA CC and I don't really know anyone here. So like when my friends get dropped, it's usually like, oh cool, my friend's got a drop and I get a split. But when you're with, no offense, like random people you don't know, kind of hard to be as excited about drops. You know, at the end of the day, I can do everything I can to boost my potential, but RNG is RNG, so it's just a dice roll. Alright, well, Onyx Bolts. That's a good one, at least. Also, this guy, shout out this guy. Yo Goaty or Yo Gotti. What a Chad. And he said he likes my video, so put him in there. That way, in 6 months, when this video gets released, he can see it. 40 Nihil shards. That's pretty big. Those would be really useful. Actually, even once you have the crossbow, they're not useful. But technically, I'm more dry now. Let's go. More Nihil shards. Are you kidding me? Dude, well, I've now seen a Zerite crossbow, Torva plate body, Torva plate legs, all on my MVP. Go to someone else. I very much am remembering why I stopped doing next. Hey, more Nihil Shard, let's go. These mean nothing other than their metric of tracking whether or not you're dry. That's why I get excited when I see them, because it's like, hey look, people understand that I'm more dry now. Pretty good loot, 35 rune ore, can't complain. Oh, hey, look. I always love seeing those little, like, boots and stuff from the minions. I don't know why I find it super funny. More Nihil Shards, let's go. What's the total at now? We're almost at 2,900. Almost 50% of that kill in a trio as well. I guess duos have at least given me some really good tactics and strategies that, like, I guess help me maximize DPS. So that's one benefit of being very dry here and doing all those duos, is at least I've learned a lot. I mean, 38 rune ore is pretty good. One of those drops where I get it, I'm like, alright, at least that's something. Well, that's 1,300 KC at next. Roughly, give or take, based on the percentages I've been getting per kill. I've basically already hit the drop rate to deserve another item since I've come back here. Which is not great, but, you know, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I am so glad that wasn't mine. Grats, man. Saw another item. I'm happy, and look, when he gets MVP, he gets the items. That's, you know, okay. Yo, Nihil Shards, let's go. I think I'm officially past 2,900 now. Hey, more Nihil Shards, let's go. I'm gonna be at now. Yeah, 2935, let's go. Wow, MVPing this kill gets me enough EQ shards on a double drop to make one key. Who came up with this idea? It's such a bad amount of shards, man. They need to rework this. It's so stupid. It didn't even use the key! I went in with KC and didn't even use the key! Jeez, that was quick. Yeah, let's go! Nihil Shards! Woo! You know what this means, everyone. It's time, let me get out of here first, actually. That was also a sub 6 kill, because I'm actually doing this with my friends instead of with the CC, since they're both online, but hang on. Oh, it's Twitter time, baby! It's time to open up the log. That is 3,000 Nihil Shards with 2 drops. This is what the fuck, man. 3 blood essence. Actually, that's the first blood essence I've seen since coming back here. Like, they must have made that super rare. Hey, more Nihil Shards. Let's go. Oh, there's the 3,100 shards. Nice. Definitely owed, I think, 7 to 8 drops now. Pretty sick. Hey, big elite clue poggers! Woo! Nihil Shards again. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna throw down the gauntlet. If you or anyone you know has a worse log than this, I want to see it. Send it to me in Discord. Post it in my Discord. It's linked down below. Just because I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious if anyone has ever seen a worse next log than this. And I know a lot of people are gonna link high KCs for masses and stuff. I'm talking about based on the Nihil Shards, based on the number of drops. I just want to see, like, I want to see other people who experience this level of dry. Lol. Ancient ceremonial robe top over there. Cool. And it's one from the minion. Some more blood essence. Yippee. At least it wasn't an MVP snipe. Tilt meter is basically all the way full at this point. This is just ridiculous. Oh, Nihil Shards. Nice. I'm pretty sure that means I'm past 3,300 now. I mega MVP that kill. Holy shit. 1,200 out of 2,561? That is an insane MVP. I actually think I'm just gonna log out. I think I actually don't want to play this game ever again. This was a trio. This guy died right at the end. I think he DC'd. It's unfortunate. Blood essence. There's such a weird, delicate balance in this FFACC where it's like, you can either choose to go with teams where you almost can guarantee you're going to end up getting the MVP, but the kills are going to be slower, or you can end up going with people that are actually doing things properly, but then you're less likely to get the MVP. Though at this point, I'm questioning if the MVP means anything, so maybe I just go with the good people. Oh. It's as good a place as any stuff. Oh, it's my lucky day? Sure doesn't feel like it. Hey, ancient ceremonial gloves, poggers! Oh, You know what? You know what? You can have that one. I actually would have been really pissed if that was mine. Yeah, okay, so I said the one item. There are 2 items that I'm not going to be mad about if someone snipes, even though it's my MVP, and that is obviously one of them. That being said, where the fuck is my drop? And before we get to the very end of this video, I want to take another quick second to thank Creator Crafted for sponsoring and supporting the channel. Make sure you guys check it out via the link down below and use code LowSoul10 for 10% off. In the perfect ending to what has been a several week-long next grind, I finally got my first drop, and hopefully my editor is making this look absolutely amazing, because to no one's surprise, in a very fitting end to the next journey, she issued one last gut punch, and the freaking Shadowplay clip corrupted. So, thanks Nex for that one too. Finally, man. I've been here for weeks. Man. So many people got drops in front of me. Finally. Alright, I can take off this BCP. I think I use it on the furnace? That sounds right. And then I use this on... No, I use this on this anvil. Oh, look at it. Oh, I don't know why my screen's flashing, man. I tell you, man. Nex is a prison, but we are one step closer to being out of it. I'll see you guys next time.